I'm Lulu Lovington, the one and only. That's the unique power phrase the main character of an empowering new children's book joyfully shouts. The book is called Lulu, the one and only, and this morning, the one and only award-winning author, professor, and advocate Lynnette Mawhinney joins us to tell us all about this book. Lynnette, this is actually your first children's book, and it talks about dealing with everyday racism. What made you want to talk about such an important topic in a way that children can understand?
I think for me, I was first a teacher in Philadelphia and then a teacher educator, and I really realized that there was a need within the children's books to have characters that certainly reflected other children of color, but also the fact that there just needed to be really honest discussions about race and racism, and especially today in this time that we're in right now. So that's kind of why I wanted to venture into the children's book world.
And tell us more about the main character, Lulu. What can readers learn about her?
Sure. So Lulu, she is biracial. Her mom is black and her dad is white. And she constantly gets asked the question, what are you? And she gets really annoyed by that question. People trying to, understand her racially and what does this mean? And so she asks her brother Zane, how do you deal with this question? And he says, well, you have to come up with a power phrase. And his power phrase is, I'm magic made for my parents. So Lulu in the book ventures off to try to figure out what is her power phrase when she's faced with this question from others, and how does she kind of negotiate that. So it's a nice journey. It provides some important conversation that needs to happen when talking about race and racism, but I think it's done in a way that certainly you fall in love with Lulu and what she has to offer, and I think it's a read that everyone will enjoy.
Yeah, and in having conversations comes understanding. So what would you say are the main lessons, the main takeaways that the young readers will learn from this book?
Yeah, I would say the main takeaways are how important it is to really just talk about race, to have honest conversations about race, to listen to children when they have questions and they're trying to just negotiate the world. Lulu tells all of that in her story. And also there is a free curriculum guide for parents and activity guide for parents and teachers to use with the book to also help negotiate some of those discussions and lessons that come out of Lulu Lovington.
Oh, I love that. I love how you included lesson plans. That was a really cool idea. Once again, the book is called Lulu, the one and only. Lynnette Mawhinney is the author. Thank you so much for joining us on Philly Live to tell us more about it.
Thank you for having me.